Welcome to the Wrexham Coffee Matchup. I'm Dave.
And I'm Courtney. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to catch up on the latest news from Wrexham. From matchups to transfers, on and off the pitch, we'll share our takes on it all.
So grab a coffee and join us.
Hey Dave, welcome back.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. Really glad to be getting back into things as the team starts to play a bit.
It was a very exciting week, wasn't it? I mean, even though there wasn't a lot of news, just seeing the training videos and all the photos.
I'm sorry, that's not news to you.
And the kit reveal, but the actual traveling to Poland and who went, who didn't went, and why. It was so nice. But the best part of the entire week for me personally was sitting at my little table in my little den at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning with my blue sky and just chatting with all the people who also have clearly missed the team and the banter and the interaction over the past few months.
I was going to say, how long has it felt like it's been?
It feels like it's been a year.
Because
but it also feels
in
like
actuality,
a week.
It's been less than 2 months.
I know, but it just feels like it does feel like forever. Yes. But
but
it's also we're coming into this season very differently from how we came into last season. One, at this point last season,
we the team or we you and I?
Yes, all of those yeses. We know everybody mostly who have been at training and who have traveled for the game this week, right? We've gotten to know everybody. Everyone's been synced in. We know who fits, who doesn't fit. And so we're not starting this season with this looming 13 signings.
Who are these guys?
Who are these guys? We don't know anything about them, most of whom didn't even travel to Australia, and now it's like now it's everyone's back and we're like, oh, we missed you. Oh, and we really missed a few people that we'll talk about who were back as well. So that was a ramble. So,
but a nice ramble indicating just our love for the team, our love for all things Wrexham, and our investment in getting things going and seeing where we end up.
Right. And so it is funny because we're excited. Our friends have voiced their excitement, but yet there's always something to complain about, right? And so we could just complain up front or share the complaints of others.
Okay.
The match that we could or couldn't watch if our membership did or didn't auto renew as we were told it would. That caused an issue for one of us and also many other people. I didn't realize that my membership hadn't renewed. Right, as many people didn't.
I thought because I was told that it would, and so then when I was looking for the code, because I thought, oh, this should be free, and you said, oh, I got it by email. I thought, all right, let me check my email, let me check my spam folder, and I was out with the family at the lake, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna pay when I was just kind of gonna be maybe half watching, half listening, anyways. But that was a little bit of a fun adventure to figure out, how do I know if my membership is active or not, and where do I look, and how can I renew it?
And which button on the website, 17 buttons down, do you have to push to get to that page?
And the answer is the wrong one. You have to push the wrong one at least 5 times first. And then you have to go, did I click on this one before? I don't think I did. And then you click on it and you did. And then you're just back in the cycle again. That's just, It's part of it's a part of it.
It's the fun. It's just like the kit reveal where they didn't reveal the kit.
Well, I take issue with that, but
what is the issue you take with that?
No, I just felt like, there's this big tomorrow, big looming. And, our friend said, oh, I think I spot the quarter of a logo, Firefox. And I just thought to myself, if the big reveal is that there's a new logo on the front of the shirt, I just feel like it's going to be a little bit underwhelming. And then guess what? The reveal was not what, well, was there will be a logo on the front of the shirt, but actually we can't even tell you right now. It just felt very, like, it just felt very underwhelming. And then when they actually did the reveal, so number one, I absolutely love that there were some of the women's players that came
Mhm.
into the kit reveal,
Oh,
um,
yes.
you know,
The
kind of
video and
opportunity, the
yeah,
moment,
yeah,
and all the
yeah.
photos, and that part I absolutely love. Um, but yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not in love.
Are you not in love with the fact that it's the sponsor is a browser that none of us have used in the last 20 years? Or is it they didn't show us the shirt at the
That part
same
I don't
time?
mind, but also I have used Firefox for sure, in a much shorter time frame
Okay.
than that. It is a browser that I still use.
Okay.
It was just, I don't know. I don't know. Why lava? I mean, dragons breathe fire, but why lava that comes from a volcano? And like,
Yeah.
why the rocks that are cracking? And I don't fully get the vision. Um, is it because
Maybe
it's
when we
fire and
see,
Firefox, but like you have
yeah.
fire and dragons and it's this lava? Anyways, I'd love to see it in person, to see all of those like really fantastic details that you don't see online, that you don't see in a print campaign, to actually hold it and feel it and take a look.
I think everyone feels kind of the same way at this point. Is it looks underwhelming in photos. People say it looks great in person. I look forward to seeing it because I do love the dark kits. That was one of the first ones that I bought, and so to see
Hmm.
that again, but I hope it looks better in person. But also, the main thing is all I really care about is that we win when we're wearing them, right?
That's
And
true.
so, and so
We
because
won't win them all, but if we can win enough.
there was some talk last year about the yellow kits and how they were not the best for our winning
Well,
streak, and it had nothing to
there
do with
was
the kit,
also
I'm sure.
talk there
But
was also talk about the Argentina kit, which still is, I think, my favorite of the 3 from last season. So
yes,
I'm very personally invested in what is this 3rd kit gonna be this year.
yeah. Well, I'm sure we will find out soon. We will definitely find out soon.
Probably with an ominous "in 26 days" video.
um,
Maybe that countdown's a little bit too long.
maybe not. Maybe yes. So the team traveled to Poland, and I
Yes.
would say most of the team traveled to Poland. So
And
we
let's
had.
say most of the team stylishly traveled to Poland.
Oh, I have already ordered the polo shirt that they all wore. It'll be
And some
delivered to
nice
me soon.
1864 gear.
Yes. Oh, a shout out to Ollie Palmer for sure. I love that he got that recognition.
Mhm.
Yes. So we knew that Kakachi and Hayam had not been back to training yet because of the World Cup.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
they
fair
were
enough.
not. They have not been traveling. We did learn that Windass and Max were not traveling because they have some minor injuries, and we've been assured it's just minor injury, nothing to worry about. Broadhead wasn't there as well, but the rest of the team, including those who had been recalled from their various loans, all traveled
Mhm.
with the squad.
Mhm.
It was an interesting approach. We kind of knew up front, we figured out that Parky would play 2 different lineups and
Mhm.
just give everybody a chance to play. I do find it interesting that we had some academy players and under
Yeah.
19s thrown into the mix, but the one player who traveled who didn't actually make either half of the squad was, interestingly enough, Ryan Hardie. So he traveled and did not play. And so I guess the question is there something in the lineup for him? Otherwise, why mention him? I'm not sure, but that's kind of the only kind of big
Yeah.
question mark at this
Yep.
point, is why he didn't get a chance when everybody else
Mhm.
did. Yeah. But
That's a little bit of a bummer too. Can you imagine?
I know, I know. Um,
But
so
it's
we
one of a
saw,
couple of question marks that we've got. So I think
yes,
we'll find, well, I'm sure that we'll have some answers in the next couple of weeks or so, between the other friendlies that we have, the other travel that's going to come up, that is
mhm.
coming up, and any additional news that we'll hear.
that will happen. We just haven't heard it yet, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was interesting. So in the first half, we saw a lot of people we've been used to seeing. They started Ward in goal. Kiefer was up front, but for the first time, we had DKD and Bailey Cademarteri supporting Kiefer up front. And I think that probably those 45 minutes was probably the longest we have seen either one of them on the field since they signed.
I think so. Yeah.
And both of them just did super well. It was really good to see them and kind of see what they can or can't do. It was really fun to watch. There was a moment in the first half where George Thomason, so there weren't a whole lot of opportunities on goal. There was some shots, but nothing really clear. But George Thomason had a moment that I call his Lewis O'Brien moment.
Uh-oh, that can mean a couple of things.
Where it's the ball, it's Thomason, it's the goalie, and no one in between. And he passed it. And on the commentary, you hear Andy Morrell go, "Ah!" That was your shot. He didn't call it the O'Brien moment. I think we would call it the O'Brien moment, but it was sad to see. But he still looked good, and
everybody's shaking off the rust.
Yes, but in the second half, we saw a lot of mixing up, and so we had Arthur in goal for the second half, and oh my gosh, King Arthur had his moment. There was a penalty that he defended brilliantly, and he had some great saves, and he just reminded many of us. He's got to stay. It's like we loved him so much, but we also saw Viner and Cody together in the defense, and Zach Viner really, really played wonderfully. I mean, he set up some great plays. He did some great defending and a lot of crosses that enabled some scores. Connor Cody looked good. He looked solid in the back, and we kind of wanted to see him get a chance. But my favorite thing, there's two favorite things, but my favorite part of the entire second half lineup was Elliot Lee. He was there to show what Elliot Lee does. And he had several shots on goal. He just was everywhere the entire match. You forgot that Sam Smith was on the field at times. And there's no disrespect to Sam, but Elliot was just everywhere and really kind of showing what he could do. And there was this moment at the end when all the players were going up to salute the crowd who had traveled over from Wales and England. And they were singing the Elliot Lee song while he was standing there. And it was just a wonderful moment. And I hope beyond all hopes, and we've talked about this, is that this is just the first step of him working his way back and not saying goodbye. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. So
we don't. There was a little bit of an ominous Instagram post from him just before we started recording, kind of saying, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but no matter what, this was such a magical moment or something along those lines. And I thought, no, don't say that.
But if he does go, at least he kind of
got a moment to go out on.
He got his Ollie Palmer moment, right? Which is all anybody could ask for. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Whereas
so that was your
Palmer,
favorite.
Wait, hold on. I'll come back to my second favorite.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ollie Palmer, where was he on Saturday?
We have not done an Ollie watch in quite a while.
He was in Miami.
Yeah.
Watching the England match in the VIP section with like a boatload of celebrities. Getting his Instagram time. So kudos to him, whatever's going on with that. And I love
happy to talk about him. Don't want to talk about that match. But happy to talk about Ollie Palmer and put the Ollie Palmer watch back on.
Yes. So the other thing that I loved about the second half was discovering someone you had never seen play before. And so Alex Moore, who's 19 years old,
Mhm.
He came through the academy. I think he was the Academy Player of the Year 2 years ago or a year
Okay.
ago. Went off on loan last season. He's back. He just shined on the field.
Mhm.
And yeah, so he was the other one support. I think he was playing a winger, and he just looked great. He was everywhere. He
Okay.
was like making plays happen. And so of course they were watching and they keep talking about Moore, and I know Kiefer Moore's not on the field, and so we have to Google. And so I've christened Alex Moore the younger, and Kiefer can be Moore the senior. And if they ever get to play together, that would be a really fun one to watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
But
not
it
calling
was
him More the elder,
no,
as
no.
he's
He's
younger than I am.
yeah. The one thing I did notice is just, I mean, it was a fun match to watch. Everyone looked good. We're
Yep.
definitely missing something, and we're
Mhm.
missing what Kabore brought when Kabore was being amazing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, the door's not closed to him coming back, perhaps, or someone of that ilk. And so
Mhm.
I guess what we're going to see over the next couple of weeks as we travel back to Helsinki to play Man United and to travel to the US is them trying to fill those little holes that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, totally expected that we're going to have changes in the lineup. And I think even regardless of how the team played on Saturday, it still stands that if the goal is to move up, this isn't going to be the lineup.
Right.
It's sad, but it's, I think the fact still remains. And if that's the goal, then I expect that we're going to see some changes. If the goal is screw VAR, we're going to stay in the championship, then I think we've got a fantastic squad to do that. But I do expect that we'll be seeing some changes. I need to brace myself for that a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we know that there's going to be people
We know.
coming in, people going out. I just hope that it's not some of the rumors that are
13.
floating around, and not 13, and not some of the people that we truly love who really contribute to the team that we have right now.
Yeah.
And so I think next week when we talk, we'll maybe have a
Do
better
you think
idea.
there might be? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like most of the teams that we're looking at are out of the cup. The World Cup is coming down. There's only 4 teams left. So deals can be made. Yeah, I don't know. So there's
Let's
only
see.
one thing we've agreed amongst ourselves to not talk about the World Cup
Yes,
because
yes, because of reasons.
People can Google
Mhm.
those reasons. They can email us separately. We'll tell you the reasons. Well,
I'm
all
very
that
happy
stuff.
to talk about. No, actually, I'm not happy to talk about it, but I'll share my reasons if
So
anybody wants to ask.
the one thing that I'm excited about the World Cup is that over the
Okay.
weekend, I got my Libby Kakache card.
Very nice.
And so
I think there's more
my
to that
job is
story, though. You didn't just get one card,
I got two
and
because
they're
the other
different,
one
aren't
is
they? Somehow,
there's
like the
some that have
colors are different.
colored borders or something. And so the blue one, which is the more rare one, is in my photo
Okay.
book.
Nice.
This one is going to my 12-year-old friend PJ, who does not have a Libby Kakache either, and so he will have it for his collection.
Share the wealth.
Share
Nice.
the wealth, yes. So next up,
Yes.
Man United in
Mhm.
Helsinki. Be
Mhm.
curious to see sort of what level of team they field.
Yeah.
We've had some not so great exhibitions over the past couple of years, but we're in a very different place as a team than we were a couple of years ago. Looking forward to see that.
And look,
And then
even if that's the result now, it's a learning opportunity,
absolutely,
if nothing
yes.
else. Yeah, there's still
Yes.
something. There's always going to be something to take from matches like these.
Yes. And then the big US tour starts. So
Mhm.
it's 3 matches in 7 days. They're so. Leeds United in Tampa, Liverpool in New York City, and then Sunderland in Philadelphia. And super excited.
And speaking of Ollie Watch,
Yes.
have you heard the rumor that he may be attending the Tampa game?
The one that I'm not going to. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
I'm super excited because but to be at the Yankee game and to be at the Philadelphia game and the chance to like meet our friends online and anyone who listens. I would love to meet anybody here.
I'm
it'll be so much fun.
I'm so jealous. It's going to be an amazing time.
But your jealousy will be short-lived because we will have matches in the future together in person.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yes. And then the women, we have to talk briefly about the women's team, which I also love how they are in the promotion and all the materials. They have risen to be equals to the men's team. I love that. Their first Champions League qualifying round. Yeah.
They actually have better statistics. They've done better.
Amazing.
I mean, they're at they're in the Champions League qualifying rounds.
Right. So
they deserve to be
taking place at the race course in July 22nd and 25th. So Mark specifically pointed out during the commentary that he had the opportunity to go to the Leeds match in Tampa and he turned it down because he would rather be at the race course calling the women's match because that's how much he loves the women's team that much. And I love that as well too. So yeah. And so if we look forward, and they said we will be able to stream those. They're figuring all that out, but he said it will be streamed. So we'll
for the US
to watch the women's.
Oh, the women's. Oh, excellent.
Yes. So we'll have the opportunity. Hopefully we'll get the news on how to do that sooner than 24 hours before the match, but we'll figure that out. So yes.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
So I think we're into it. We're into the preseason. Maybe a new kit this week. Maybe some news about transfers. Let's see what the week brings. Right?
Let's see. And we'll be back in a week. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
You can also email us at wxmcoffeematchup@gmail.com. All one word. That's wxmcoffeematchup@gmail.com. Or you can follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at wxmcoffeematchup.
From the cop to your coffee cup, that's all for today's Wrexham Coffee Matchup. Keep it brewing, keep it red, and as always, up the town.